Wahaha, Kara here. Hello, welcome in. I am going to specify a little bit of something today. So I am playing Pathologic 3. Pathologic 3 has some intense moments. So if you're not comfortable with dealing with possible sad times for some of the characters, possibly. I only know what I know from Pathologic 2. Pathologic 2 kind of was gonna make me cry a bunch. It's why that game I loved, but at the same time I'm like, oh my goodness, why you make me cry like this? But if you're not in like a comfortable spot where you want to like watch potentially something sad happen, because something sad could happen in the game or whatever, just a bit. There is a debuff. If while I am figuring out the game and like the very first day I am constantly dying, I am going to restart the game completely, because here is the dealio with it. Any and all saves for that game, unlike normal games where you can roll back so you don't have the debuff, this game automatically puts the debuff to all of your saves. So no matter how far you roll it back, you keep the debuffs. So this game, say I get a debuff of my hunger goes down, right? It'll keep that on all of my saves for that save. If I get it where I have less health, it keeps it for everything. So there are a lot of different debuffs, and if I am trying, like, I messed up. Last time when I played this, the very first day, and I was trying to figure out the controls and everything, I should have restarted completely. I didn't do that. And I got to day like 2, 3, and I'm like, okay, we're too far in. We can't restart at this point. So, if it happens for day 1 where I am just constantly dying, we are going to make a new save. We'll delete the old one if need be, and we'll go back. We'll make a new save, because otherwise I will have all those debuffs from me dying, and it'll make the game more impossible. Okay, I had to make it where all of my stuff was like kind of cheaty mode, just so that way my freaking debuffs were like half of my bars. Because with how it was, I was having hunger constantly. I was constantly struggling to heal. I was constantly struggling to have an immune system. The game was hard. And I'm like, why is it so hard? Why is it so hard? And then I'm like, I had a person who had loved the game. Can't remember if they show up in stream. I'll like be like, oh, you help me with that. Tell me, hey, yeah, it keeps so even though I was rolling it back a little bit, it was keeping the debuffs. Like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know it. And I think the answer done. Cool. But also, this game could and potentially have nudity. There could be times where it is, again, serious. I cannot turn off. I'm gonna say it now. I cannot turn off the nudity. It's basically potentially just gonna be with the second one, all it was like topless girls. Oop-de-doo. Everyone be mature about it. Or if you can't be mature about it, at least just be like, oh, boobies. And then we move on. Okay? We move on. But gonna go straight into the game. We have the game here. It looks... So I'm gonna put on the volume a little more, possibly. Oh, boobies. Yes, boobies. But yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. Because I made it so hard that it took me forever for the last few days to finish the game. So that's why I'm specifying. If in the very first day I am constantly dying, I am restarting the game. Because there's no way I'm going to start off already with so many debuffs. Because it's crazy how bad the debuffs were. Like, I didn't realize me dying 4 times back to back with the first part because I did not understand the controls. I didn't understand the game. You're on a 3-stream streak, heck yeah! But yeah, just a heads up. Forewarning, I may restart it if I die a bunch. Goofy Goober, thank you for following. Ooh, I like your name. Goofy Goober, hello! A controller game, so if I'm ever... Hydrate. Ow, wow, Megla. Where the Bachelor returned in disgrace from Steep Town. How are things? Things are great! Except I have motion on. Why didn't it save? Streamer mode! See? Streamer mode! Maybe I'll make it where there's no nudity. Save this as off! You, apply. Off. Hold on, I'm trying to... I'm trying to see if it saves it. Okay. That's good. Based on your description, I might be interested in, so I'm gonna drop out to avoid spoilers. Have a good stream. Yes, yes, yes! Oh! Forewarning, Scyther, before you leave. For this game, also, you can't get it on Steam with how it went. So, they took it off. So you might have to find a place to get it if you use Steam for everything. I don't know if I'm honestly just playing a demo at this point, because it says I own the game. I remember buying. I thought I bought the game. So, yes, yes, yes. Awesome. Okay, here's this guy. Oh, cute. Why isn't it doing anything? Lizard. 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 Can I... It might not let me play most of this game, like, with the controller, and if so, that's gonna make it very difficult, but it's okay. You got your character in the blue dress? The blue dress, yes! It's a blue dress.
You asked for it, you got it, Chief. You have too much of a spine.
Okay. Why aren't you at the interrogation yet, Bachelor? You're supposed to be there already. What happened? What's going on? What are you looking at? No. Nice, nice, nice. Yes! I do need... Joker, why so serious? Thank you for following. Also, the quality of this... OMG. Compared to the last game, OMG, it's so much better. I will say that. It's so much better. You like making me look like I am Mr. I want to say Robotnik. Yes, Robotnik. Yes! Why are you so serious? Um, it looks like all three of the games are on Steam for me. It might have to do with settings. Oh, well, yeah. You like the mold. Okay.
Venit nositer, rapid nosaterositer, nemini parsetur.
That's fair. Hang on, Chief. Did they summon you because of Pathologic? Will the order to shut the laboratory down be revoked? Postponed? No, I believe I was summoned because of the sand plague. The fear they might have already spread here to the capital. Last I knew, it got bombed, right? So you're that doctor who first discovered this deadly epidemic, dirt disease. Is it true that it killed off a whole steep town in a week? 25,000 dead? Listen to me. All of this is just hearsay. Please leave our director alone. He has important work to do. And you, Chief, should hurry off now. Your appointment is at 8. No, answer me this, since you're the one in charge. Is it true or not? You said this disease was already in the capital. They might believe that is said. Are you sure? Not exactly. You want me to hydrate? Okay. Not exactly 20,000, strictly speaking. Fewer, and there were 417 survivors. Scamp, but non-zero amount of hope. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. Why were they not running? Earthquake. Day 8, in which the Bachelor says farewell to hope and tries to flee the Doomsteep Count. Executor. You can go no further. Carotene. Enough carotene cawing was I who set up the... I'm so tired. I created myself. It was I who set the in the first place. I didn't recognize you at first glance. You changed quite a bit after a week in our town on Sava. Crementis, number 72, the last of the volunteer orderly's corps. Since you're here, consider this my resignation. Hello. Hello, McAllister. How you doing? How you doing? I do not accept your resignation. There's still hope. You promised to save our town, but all you leave behind are ashes and graves. What lies ahead of you is not the steep, but a fog of uncertainty. So where will you go now, O man who's lost to death? Warning. Warning. Hello. I'm doing good. What about you? I am doing good. We are finally playing Pathologic 3. After so many games and stuffs, I kind of delayed it a little bit. It came out in January. Well, I guess it's not that bad. It's just a few months. I'm doing better than I thought. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Stop with the implication. I'll return to the capital. I'll return to the capital because I don't want to stay in Steve because everybody kept trying to kill me there. People whisper rumors that the only doctor in town plans to abandon to flee. That most fortunate, the survivors already plan their own escape. Could they be saved? The sand pest should be kept within this town limit, or else it will devour the whole nation. Some of the survivors might be affected. Quarantine needs quarantine. Each decisions lead to regret the next day. Each step the abyss. How can one sleep after that? My nightmares are a personal matter. It seems I'm more waking dream. What screeches out in the steep and what shadows that almost don't describe. I want to do that one. So also, choices you make has a little bit of effect on the game. I didn't really notice because I didn't play through it a bunch of times, but I'm assuming, like, if you pick different options, you get, like, different dialogue options for things, like normal games. But maybe not. Who knows? Nightmares multiply in darkness. It's their nutrient medium, just like blood for a plague. See those bonfires? Those were prepared on my order to face off the plague districts, and they will light my path. The light of salvation burns and then fades like hope in someone's life on a hospital bed. Do you think you'll manage to escape? She already follows you, trying to reach you. She won't let you leave. Who is she, the plague? Death? My lad, you think I have nowhere to go in the capital? Everything is already lost. Who is she? The plague? You're a fool, Bachelor Donsky. Conscious? Of course it's conscious. You cannot run from your conscious, not even on a train. No, you'd be lucky to even board that train alive. What forms your conscious? Assume this is on you and your broken imagination. Okay, cat, I cannot see. Thank you. Over here. Over here. Over here. Over here. You imagine that perfect silhouette. The hallucinations of occulty conscious is likely just nourish it. My conscience is clear. I did all I could for the town. One person alone cannot fight an outbreak of an unknown disease. Come back to where you came from, Doctor. Try to become your old self again. Just don't forget the matches. Thank you for 72, if it's really you, for your volunteer service. You too did all you could. Hey guys, we already died. Over and over. Imagine. Look, it even tells me there. So easy, I should have known. Very fair. I don't trust it. I'm throwing it. Yoink! Holy mother of pearl. Going to be ill. Out. Out. Oh. What the frick? Scare them off, demon spirits. Oh, okay, cool. The day before which the bachelor leaves the capital. I made it! Time for my soda break. Ooh, sodas, yummy.
It's not love of living that drives us to overcome death.
Do you hear those particular footsteps on the stair ominous with them? If they catch you here, there's no one you could even be.
Cheer up, Chief.
Shall I continue the
Want to
road?
hear that grey hair joke again? The one you love so much.
But there's more, as according to a number of scientists, including Baranen, Zegler, Belonich, achievement signet. We can skip this part. Their view of the council deeming a lack of any prospect once course of action would be to suspend the transfer of the laboratory to the purview of the Chemistry Institute and dismiss its staff. I can recite it from memory by now. Perhaps you could retail it in verse, Clinton. It could calm you down and put things in broader perspective. I won't let them. My wife work and know what to expect. You two might say the same. Actually, there's hope, Bachelor. If we present them that immortal man from the Central Steep, what was his name? Simon Kane. No time, Pally, no time. They are climbing the stairs. You need to run. There'll be no commission while you're gone. We can stall the proceeding. Go and fetch some more right away. We'll tell them you're right away on this trip. For once the red tape will play into our hands, we'll stall reports, audits your name, appeal if all else fails. But if they find you look mean and force us to testify, and we won't be able to wiggle out of it. Mother, they scare me, Mother, she scared me, and they are scary? What? I'm not scary. I agree. If you leave before you're handed the ruling, it's their fault for missing, but if you wait until afterwards, that's obstruction. They won't miss a chance to hold things. They'll use whatever pretext they can. What about you two? Bah! What would they want with us? You're the big name, so act like it. You're the one they need, and that shine person suit that you need, Kane. Oh, for God's sake, Play. Shall we toss them out the window? That's it. They're here. Hear those voices? They must be deciding who has it hard enough to batter down the door with. Get out. The eastbound train departs at 4:15. You can make it right on time. Oh wait, one last thing. Have a look at this while you're on your way. You've been promising to for 3 months already, but you never found that. It's a tool for studying tuberculosis. The air humidity thing? Remember Kaufman, Gorski, and Saint? Right. There's clouds. It is that they spent 6 months putting this together. It really does respond to humidity, temperature, and air composition. We tested it on dust. We have more pressing issues right now. Case in point, Winston's report S104 coming in. You know, the I can't talk that. Not you, the woman in game. Is he trying to be funny or what? Get out, Chief. Use the back door and don't come back with your immortal. And don't come back without your immortal.
They'll go to any length, Chief, but our lengths are longer.
Wait, just one more thing. One more. What might that be? Take care of yourself, Chief. You're so reckless. Head always in the clouds. You really don't know how to fend for yourself, do you? Do you even care about yourself? Oh, what's the worst that could happen? We're all doomed without you. Okay, come on. It'll be all right. Hey, it'll be all right. Please, hey, no crying in the laboratory. It'll be all right. Enough of this. Are you armed? I don't kill. I prolong life. You might have forgotten, but this is what our calling is. Danny, I am. At least I can shoot myself with this if I fail. Have you ever used this PlayStation? Seriously. Best thing I could do is point it at someone and pretend it's loaded. Might not work on the bears though. Well, at least point it then. You can be very perceptive sometimes, Chief. Yes, you should know. Best of luck to you, Plant and Serum. There's a bird here.
Freeze!
Hi. Say, freak that. Run! Essentially. Hey, we're in the church. Let's go.
I'm Daniil Denkovsky, Bachelor of Medicine. My research into the limits of human life has brought me renown. I've devoted all my energy and remarkable intellect to combating the greatest fear that binds humanity, the inevitability of imminent death. Seeking proof of my theories, I traveled to a small, steep town to examine a person of phenomenal longevity, Simon Kane. But I walked into a trap. The moment I arrived there, an unknown disease struck the town. It devoured the town like a wildfire. Its contagion and lethality surpassed anything humanity had ever faced. And I became the only doctor standing in the way of this unprecedented pestilence.
Da-da. Okay. I guess the only thing I can do is
And
talk to
last
him.
year's demographic survey. Garcon. Where is it even?
Let's go back to your testimony, Bachelor Doxkey. Testimony. So this is a preliminary investigation. Let's try to remain level-headed. The minuscule inspection of your lab technica began in early September. Your presence was required at all times. Instead, you dashed off across the county to a backwater town to bring back what might be described as... Yes, an immortal man. A person with unique longevity, or at least the results of this medical evaluation. Yes, this town had an outbreak of some fever the scientist community had no knowledge of. As luck would have it, you were the only medical professional at the site of the event. You were forced to remain there since leaving was impossible. You led the effort to combat the epidemic and evidently took on the field research as well. Accurate so far. Well, not inaccurate. The devil's in the details. You seem to be setting up some trap. You did not succeed! A complete failure. It goes without saying that one would be foolish to fault a medical specialist in a situation like yours. The remoteness, the lack of communication, the hostile environment, terrible conditions for scientific work. What doctor could have possibly succeeded in those? No one blames you. Hey, I feel like he sounds like this, because he feels like he would be like a little bit like of an arrogant guy, but at the same time like a smarty pants. So that's why I'm giving him that voice. Precisely, no equipment, incompetent aides, zero authority. Given I'm not an epidemiologist, I did the best I could. Precisely. No equipment, incompetent aides, zero authority. Again, I did the best I could. I said I don't blame you, didn't I, Bachelor, for any of it, did you? Besides, you were in a state of extreme exhaustion. Add to that the stress of the whole situation around your lab. Besides, that orders my last year. What? What's better? Tell me if you're so kind. What causes your... I wouldn't assume I'm guilty. This is me. This is who I'm playing as right now. I suppose we can't rule out a setup. Too many coincidences. That letter about Simon lures me to town. No one shows me Simon. The whole place locks down, trapping me. And while I'm left to die, Thanica is destroyed just for a scientific breakthrough. My final hours are spent studying the sandpass. Crafty, I must admit. I see a worn-out man. Unsure whether he's still among the living. A man dissembled? I'm trying to help you put yourself back together. What do you want to know? What I could have done? Alright, my first idea was quarantine. I needed time to study the disease, so I isolated patients in their homes. No, I isolated an entire district. I tried to get at least a day ahead of it. It was spreading too swiftly, and of course, I ensured that no one could leave the town. And the steps you took only shortened the lifespan of the... No, are you aware of the consequences of your decisions? Ah, you refer to the popular discontent. I don't need love from them, only discipline. A difficult surgery can't be performed on a resisting patient. That's why patients get tied up, held down, or I know what that word is, but I can't say it, okay? Every step I took was justified, or the town wouldn't have lasted those 7 days. You spent 12 days in the Gorgon area. I have my files on the desk here. You familiarize yourself with it, correct? This is from the one before. Okay, this. And there was this, there was this, there was this. Eva, the only... What have you done? What have you not? Settled in the local area was nice enough to let me stay with her. Courage, Donosky. The Simon Kane is your only chance to save Thanica. No, Simon Kane, I can't meet that supposedly immortal man. You went to the end of the world chasing nasty rumors, Dunsky. Chaos and panic. Do we want me to read all this? Because it's a trap, could have been, and I know why. Do your mortals die only if you come to visit them, Dunsky? She was screaming. Something happened at the empty lot in one of the poor district. Can't remember. The bearers hide their faces. Oh, this is talking about the days. Like, there was multiple routes I could have taken. I only did 2 of them. And what I did is I went back past the certain point where I could have made a different decision. And I did a different decision there. But there is multiple endings. Like, you can, like, see how intertwined this is? Like, I could stick to this main story. Or I could go off. And I could have done these things. Nuh-uh. Yo-huh. Okay, hello, son. Not you, Megalo. Megalo, you're little brother. See, there were there were these many days that you had to finish in the game, and what was unique is it was a different character. So we played a doctor who was like a surgeon, who he was trying to find a cure to try and save him. We were trying to save him. The issue, it kept changing. I could not figure it out. You got demoted to little brother? Megalo, you've always been little brother. What do you mean? How's that a demotion? You don't want to be my little brother? I am a doctor. Alright, Grandma. Hey, stop calling me Grandma. I'm not Grandma. You're whippersnapper, you. And then there were people that were like, oh, I can heal you. I can heal you. You can't heal shit. You guys were letting more people die because you were letting them congregate. It was so bad. Okay, we are gonna kind of not... We're just gonna go over everything, so it says I read it, but we're not gonna really read it because, like, that's too much work, and also because I played the first game, so I kind of... Not the first game, but the second game. And the second game was kind of just like, whatever, there's not much I could have done. I tried to save people. I saved about 4 people. Maybe. I did my best. Hey, wait, what? We died? Why are we here then?
Who's the murderer? Why, you.
Quoting the doctor. The good doctor. Yes, we are a good doctor. We saved as many people as we possibly could. And I didn't even save all the people that I actually wanted to save. Do you know how sad that is? Majority of the people in the last game, I was trying to save only like a few of them. I didn't really care about most of them. I'm like, hey, you're gonna die. It's fine if it happens. But they didn't die and the people I wanted to save kept dying. Well, well, why are you looking at me like that? As if you're seeing this for the first time. Facts lifted from their context, twisted into new ones. You know the worst lie is a partial truth. Alright, let's look at the 5th day. Remember when you seemingly admitted the vaccine was possible? You had volunteers brought to you and inoculated them with Sampes. Are you still with me, Donoski? Look at me in the eye. Are you here? I am here, but I'm certainly not with you. Whose testimony do you have based on? Who slanders my name? You kind of zoned out with spamming it. It's okay. You're alright. Calm your nerves. The very reason you ate this one. I'm trying not to get murked off the rip, guys. I'm trying to answer in a way that's possible. Because I think if I answer wrong on some stuff, I can also just... You can also get into like fights and issues and other fun stuff that I don't want to deal with. I won't be intimidated. I'm a doctor, a scientist. Do you hear me? I've come back from a hell the phantasm of a nightmare could never portray. And I worked there as a doctor. Do you understand? A doctor, not an exterminator or inquisitor, not a police inspector or army commander. I am a medical professional. This one. I'm trying not to get him killed because he is us and we do not wish to be killed. Hey cat, down in front. I can't see. Down in front. We got that bling bling bling. Give only wrong answers. No! Because then I'm more likely to be like tried with these people, and then we're gonna be, like, doomed. Enough with that tone. Don't you grow tired of it yourself? Put this on record. That backwater didn't have a hospital. Understand? It did not have a hospital, but did have a theater, so I repurposed it somewhat into a hospital. I studied patients there. Creating a vaccine was the priority. That's what I did. I vaccinated people. And an hour ago, you said a vaccine is impossible. And in the end, the town died out. Creating a vaccine isn't as simple as brewing a cup of tea. The disease mutated fast. The scientific community had never seen anything like it yet. I had to create a vaccine every day. Do you understand? A new one each time. All the while, I had no equipment, no lab. I had to improvise new methods in a matter of minutes. That one. He's telling me what? He's telling you that stuff. Yes. Day 5 in which the bouncer rides up the people and has to rerun. Jay. Bruh. Sonia, you're here. Upon the stage once more. The man who made a hospital out of the theaters will have eyes on him aplenty. Do you know what the orderlies behind your back are whispering? He's not into the whole uncle, mother, little brother thing, roleplay, whatever it's called. I call it how I categorize people sometimes. Like families. Family. Big family. Yes. Like I call my my bestie for Esty, I call her my sister. We've also known each other so long at this point, if I didn't call her my sister, it would be a very much so disrespect on her. I call it social family. Yeah. You don't do that? Is that just me? No. It can't just be me who does that, right? Am I the weird one? Like, people I feel like are close. Like, I'll give them, like, a position what I would think on social family. Not really big on social family, then. Well, that's okay. You're still gonna be in my... You're categorized in my head as little brother. Sorry. That's just how I view you. Which is good, because that just means I view you as a very, very close friend. You're probably like, she's a weirdo. I just got friends, close friends and very close friends. So I am the weirdo. Okay. My bad. If that makes you uncomfortable, I'll just call you my friend. Okay, so you're not uncomfortable. Got it. So, guys, I'm bad with social interactions, I guess. I just don't do it. I can't just stay out of all of us. I am the weirdest. Oh, sweetheart. I can tell you from right now, you're most definitely not the weirdest one here. My brain also just works weirdly. My dad has a social family. See? Social family. Like, close enough friends that, like, girlfriends that I hang out with. Like, I'll be like, oh, my sister. Oh, whatnot. Oh, my brother. People that only... Because to me, like, sometimes the friend card is like, oh, you're friend zoning a person. No, I'm family zoning you. You like my laugh. But, like, that's what I do sometimes. So I'll be like, yeah, you my brother from another mother, or you my sister from another mister. It's just how it is. And or if you're young enough, you're at that point you're just a young child. My uncle that lives in California isn't really my dad's blood brother. Yeah, see, so you get where I'm coming from. Like my dad, he lives with my aunt and uncle, but my aunt and uncle aren't like biologically like his like blood relatives. They're like friends from like all the way in like high school and whatnot. The person in the game looks like a Pokemon. Um, now I can't unsee it. As long as it doesn't, it doesn't gonna have a hospital. That one. Your servants will be fine, senor. But you, they say you have a seesaw in your head. They picture you, a man atop a board, atop a barrel, gun in hand, aiming as you roll and teeter to and fro. Quit distracting me with idle chatter. Extremes, senors. Extremes can kill you dead. One moment, mere apathy, the next in mania, trying to do everything at once. You're caught between your pounding heart and your two hesitating feet. A man of impulse, yet sometimes paralyzed. There is your seesaw. Hard not to veer into streams while the whole town is being consumed by an animal disease. As we stand here in the old theater, let me then play the doctor and prescribe balance. The cold and mean, though you may be swept to Sile or to Charbaeus. But even now, what do you feel? As soon as you approach the sixth, indifference and gloom begins to burden you. You're exaggerating again. If I were really so depressed as to be catatonic, I wouldn't even have it started this conversation. With me, you would, for I am but a player, a figment only of your mind. Indeed, senor, you hardly speak when your heart races, or when your mind has gone too quiet. I need to keep this unfortunate inclination in check. Yeah. The strongest treatment is right here, the same we use to numb the hopeless sick. These drugs may work for you as well, but mind that as you take them, you become accustomed to them, and you'll need more and more each time. I didn't expect I'd be choosing between using medication on myself or on a patient. But there are other ways as well. A drink and a smoke, perhaps, things you may not expect, can stabilize you. To warm yourself by the fire, or wash yourself in cool water. Even kicking a trash pan into frustration? You will know what helps you best. You're a scientist, so experiment. Yes, I should be lucky to keep myself together with the bare minimum. I can't afford to lose focus when dealing with patients. And yet, it wouldn't hurt to take some pills with you. Who knows what madness lies ahead? Take something from the hospital supplies. Besides the other fronts you struggle on, there are struggles with yourself, senor. What could be harder? You actors do love to exaggerate. Ah, that freaked me out. I kind of do it or whatever. I don't know. It's okay. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Overwhelming exhausted constantly pulls me into it. In a epiphany, time distort movement speed slows and Almagan fades. At high mania, the brain is overloaded. Movement speed increases, but health deteriorates. More mania means stronger effects. Between the two state apathy and mania. Many objects affect the state of mind. They can be spotted in concentration mode. Is there a reason to talk? Apathy? They're just people en masse. If you think you're seeing something terrifying, it's always just people en masse. They pass for a Greek chorus. If this were a tragedy, but it's all Valgil. Oh yeah, Mom. Alistair followed. Oh. Cool. Nina the Wild and Victoria the Warm. Seems like you could have used the rational one. Hospital. Patients must be questioned, examined, and their symptoms reported in the casebook. I'm taking everything because I don't know what I should be doing.
Yes, this is a migraine.
Oh my goodness. I don't want to do that. I think it's not giving me a choice.
Misophonia, Denkovsky. I'd rather not hear it all.
And I already got my stuff to like half. Oh my freaking.
Misophonia, Denkovsky.
Oh wait, I don't want that.
The town dribbles.
Haha! Could be yesterday technique has proved to be the right one, as your assistants might do to inform you that among the recipients of yesterday's vaccine, there appeared to be 0 mortality. That is to say, no notifications so far. At least some have one. Shame we can't put them under proper observations in isolation. More than one simple thing. So what? While you were away, I tried my hand at diagnosing using your procedure. Did you agree? Now I noted down symptoms using your approach. I crossed off illnesses based on the principle of possible combinations, but I didn't really get anywhere. You know, sometimes I try to think like you do. I give it my best try at that, and I do this. Just so I can understand you, just a little. And I fail every time. The way your hand works is a complete mystery to me. Do you have that amnesis? You know, sometimes I try to think like you do. I give it my best try at that. I do so I can. The way you work is a complete mystery. Do you have that amnesia? What? You mean a Pegasus? You would think I'm sorry might get those mixed up, dear me. What a blockhead. All the choice words I've heard from you these past few days, I don't think I deserve any of them. You're right, I'm sorry, I forgot myself for a moment. You see, I'm awfully tired, barely slept at all for 3 days now. Let me walk you through this once more. Thank you. Apology accepted. From now on, please treat me with respect. I'll say it again. Getting the patient's medical history or amnesia is your first priority. There are strictly 3 steps. Step 1, interviewing the patient. It always comes first. No matter how tongue-tied or confused they are, no matter how much they get wrong, the information is priceless. Even if they're straight up lying, it's still important, just like if you were an investigator or a detective. Yes, you were somehow managing to learn useful things, even from their lives, but I have no idea how! Step 2, the exam. This part requires your utmost attention, and when we take note of anything suspicious, we do it all in the context of what the patient has told us. Any trifling bodily details, a scratch, a bruise, a birthmark, were turned to be important. Turn out to be important. This requires experience. Everyone is built different. And step 3. Leave. Oh my god. And step 3, if required, a careful inspection of the surroundings the patient lived in, especially when you feel they're being quite evasive, hiding something. In other words, lying. Witnesses is never without a reason. That's why it becomes a good idea to go out and inspect their home, talk to their neighbor and family. It always adds to the picture. Do you understand? That sounds like the job for us, then. I'm not demanding that you read minds. All I expect is focus, attention to details, and knowing when to ask questions. This one. Okay, I'm gonna...
Never alone. Things everywhere. I forgot that there's so much of the world.
I'm taking damage. Her apex. It looks broken, Artemis. Oh, the miniscope broke. What did you want with it, Brock? Made any major advances on that vaccines of yours on them? They say precise instruments help with that kind of thing. Hey, this is, I think, who we were. Possibly. I might be wrong. Alright. Let's not rehash. Yeah, it was. Her epics. What? Let's not rehash the whole whose medicine work argument all over again. Or have you managed to create a serum from your herbal infusions yet, colleague? I haven't yet, but I figured how to use them to boost people's immune response. Congratulations, I mean it. I've done the autopsy priori. Number 1 and 3 had the gunk in their lungs. Number 2 had it in her bronchia. Are you saying it's preliminary now? I'm not saying it's anything. I do the cutting, you do the thinking, right? I have my own storyline where I'm going to do what seems right, but you'll have only a smart part to play. What a bombastic way to put it. I remember that and drop by your storyline sometimes, though I doubt it will be useful. I'm healthy, just so you know. I don't have anything. Why did they bring you here? I had a fever, that's why. 2 days of it for no reason. But I'm better now. I have no scratches on my skin. No yellowing, no sandpaper scratches, no drought of the mouth. You're certain there was nothing on your skin? Sand has to manifest on the skin first. The fever comes later. Go ahead and examine everything, head to toe if you must. I won't be embarrassed. This is a question of life and death. After all, I am not a young lady anymore. Have you had any contact with the infected? Our house was cleared out after an infection came. People were sent wherever there was space. Comfort is a luxury right now. Some are lucky and end up in an empty living room. Some got an attic or a cellar. Us three were put in a boiler room. When it reached our streak, they rounded up the whole caboodle of us to the isolation room. A boiler room, you say? Was it turned on? Of course, there were air was so stuffy in there, I tell you, but there was a silver lining. No sickness can survive that hellfire. The patient must be examined and their symptoms added to the casebook. Open the casebook during the examination. Expected symptoms and choose the appropriate symptom may be incorrect. Marital status. She's married. 5th day of the plague. Smoker. Ooh, fever. Okay. Yes. Much time in the sun. We're looking at a body. Okay, I don't see anything. Back. Hold up. Hematoma. We're looking at feet. Her feet are kind of... The only thing I got from that is skin redness. Okay, that was not helpful. So she either has the start of something bad, or, bear with me, she got the thing, and let me double check. He's very pale. And I don't see anything else. Does anyone see anything? I don't see anything other than that. Absolutely not. An examination with no questions asked can only happen at a morgue. Allow me to call my assistant and I'll use your example to show him how to proceed during an appointment. You called, Mr. Donati. I'm here and ready to heed. So, Mr. Litter, we have a patient here. She's claiming to be in good health despite having had a fever a few days ago. Do we take her word for it? Well, if she had a fever, there must be a reason for it, and we have to find it. Remember this, a patient's self-evaluation may be incorrect. That's why you must ask specific questions about the symptoms, about what come up during the exam, and about the patient's circumstances and daily life. I think I get it. In theory, God knows how to play it out in practice. I'll demonstrate. Observe and learn, Mr. Little. I won't be around forever. The patient is running a temperature, in other words, a fever. Open my casebook, look up fever, and tell me how many conditions it is listed as the symptoms of. 8 diagnoses fit the bill. It's a frequent symptoms, which means that you have to find others and narrow down the search. Then do it again and again until you're left with just one verdict. This Mr. Little, is what's known as differential diagnosis. The name is self-explanatory. We differentiate between similar things to find the only correct solution to our problem. Can't wait to give it a try! Let's get down to it then. You look pale, ma'am. Has your skin been like this since birth, or is this parlor recent? Not like I get to look in the mirror a lot, living in the boiler room and all, but I don't think I've ever been pale. Rich, do not think are pale. Me, I'm a commoner. Sir, parlor isn't typical for you. We're marking that as a symptom, Mr. Add parlor to the fever in the records. A mere 2 conditions, down from 8. It's like magic. A single symptom parlor eliminated 6 out of our 8 candidates. We're left with the choice of just 2. Where did this hematoma come from, my good lady? I mean, the bruises are here next to your head. Did you bump into something, or is there someone who batters you? Don't worry, there's nothing to be embarrassed of when seeing a doctor. I'm not embarrassed, a bruise. Well, that's news to me. I've never seen it before, and I can't remember anything like that you're talking about. I certainly wasn't beaten up. I must have bumped into something myself and forgotten about with all the fuss. The boiler room is dark and cramped. That's probably where the bruise is from. Seeing Mr. Donsky, I'm seeing this hematoma, this fancy bruise on your lip. Are you with us, Mr. Lillard? Pay attention. She doesn't remember how she got the bruises. She can only guess. The manual provides a more detailed description of the illness for a situation like this. What causes this? Who's susceptible? Etc., etc. And it can give useful clues. I'm familiar with that susceptible means. That's the high risk group, right? Got it. When in doubt, read the conditions in detail. Practicing medicine takes more than checking symptoms. Against a list with a schoolboy's diligence, you have to bring your reasoning into it. Here's one way to do it. Tell me, my good lady, do you garden? Do you grow anything? Anything at all? From roses to cucumbers? Cucumbers? Roses? I'm not following you at all, doctor. No, I've never liked digging and shoveling earth and all that. There, earth. Does that boiler area you've been relocated to have an earthen floor by any chance? That's right, it does have an earthen floor. The boiler room isn't really suited for living in, but in these times I'd be ungrateful to complain. How did you guess, doctor, about the earthen floor? Earth. There was something about earth in the manor. I wish I could remember where. It's simple. All kinds of things can be found in your local soils, including microorganisms capable of disrupting circulation. Hence the pallor. The bruises were not caused by drama. A hematoma appears when blood vessels walls are damaged, either by an external force or, as in this case, an illness. An infection can be contracted from contact with earth. We found our diagnosis. You're a genius, Mr. Donsky. But have you picked up on the logic? What to do in that order? Interview, examination, follow-up interview. Then you consult the casebook. Bravo to you anyway. You are a true master of medicine. So the patient has the sun pass alongside. What's the other diagnosis? I've talked you through it all. You can finish it yourself. The symptoms are fever, pallor, and a bruise. Put them together and you'll see. Thank you for the opportunity. Very education, physical game. You can't teach medicine without actual patients. Oh, no books there. Next patient! Where do I save in this game? Oh my. Are you gonna burn me? Where do you get that idea? Even if you were going to be burned, I promise you won't be burned alive. No slow extraction. Pain-wise, the same pest is easily worse than a slow roasting, Doctor. You don't want to ever find out. Are you in pain right now, or is your self-control that wrong? Mr. Tiny here told me I could be useful to you before I die, that is. Said you can find something inside me that slows the sand pest, so go ahead, find it. What do you need? Do you want to draw some blood from me? Alright, where did they bring you in from? I walked here from home. Caught it from my neighbors. Knew as soon as the skin on my chest started peeling away. So I waited a day. The neighbor's screen stopped in the middle of the night. I went to check on them in the morning and they were all dead. Me, though, I was alive and walking. And now I'm here. Why do you need to know that, Doctor? Any minute detail can reveal something. Let's continue. Do you have family? All on my lonesome. My look at these palms. Skinner, worker? I'm a dyer. I've been breathing in poison for 5 years now. One day it's red, the next it's blue, then yellow. Could that be why this fever area doesn't do anything to me? Examination time! Most likely eczema? But that could be a personal trait. There's little bumps. But that could also just be like pimples. His nails are like a grayish. Yeah, bruises. His skin has something's wrong with the liver. Ooh. A book. Since we don't really have anything that's all of those, he could actually have something. Okay, he's 41, he's single, he's a dryer, he's on the 5th day of the plague, and he drinks in moderation. Let's get some more info. Have you sorted out, Doctor? Will I be useful in your remedies? My vaccine. It's vaccine I'm working on. Please allow me a couple of clarifiers so I can be certain of your diagnosis. It's the plague, of course. The sand pest thing, ain't it? Get that info. Yes. The plague, yes, but there's another condition that's prolonging your life. You said it yourself. Your neighbors didn't survive the night, but you're still holding up admirably. That's what I'm talking about. Your second diagnosis will show how your body is fighting the sand pest. Well, blow me down. 2 ailments making me healthier than if I had only one. But you know best, Doc. What did you want to question me, right? Question all you want. You complained that the skin on your chest was peeling. It was here, right? On the very middle. I knew right away. Skin turns nasty when you're plagued, right? Eczema. That much is obvious. The symptom can indicate one of 2 diseases, not to tell them apart. More questions. Ask away, Doctor. The skin on your foot is yellowing, like liver conditions could cause this. Have you ever noticed anything like that? Yellowing? On my foot? That's dye, Doctor. I'm a dyer. A tub spilled once. Here's the burn. It's old, and it's healed over time. It's smaller and paler than before. Well, then thank you. This clarifies things. We can rule out liver disease, then. Is that all, or have you got more questions? I'd have overlooked some. Okay. So, he does not have yellowing of the skin anymore. So, no yellowing of the skin. But he does have fever and he does have eczema. So, it could be still burning fever. Which means he might have it. But I don't know completely. And his heart is very high. So, let's see. Where's your heart? Unlikely to be stone. Most likely eczema. I have more questions for you. Are you ready to answer? Not like I'm late for something. Ask away. It won't let me ask more questions. He also kind of whitish. He's also kind of a little bit pale. But that might have nothing to do with it. Let me talk to him. No? So it wants me... So it wants me to answer based off that. Chest pain, cough, coughing up blood, difficulty, no. Diarrhea, vomiting, belching, poor appetite, heartburn. It has to be this, because nothing else has both eczema and fever. But it could also just be hepatitis. Yeah. But he doesn't have lip lesions. Wait a minute. Can I look at your face, sir? Can I look at your face? Let me look at your face. Let me just... Can I look at your face from here? Do you have lip lesions? I don't see no lip lesions, my guy. What do I do? Okay, I guess I have to... His heart being that high could be a thing, but I don't know. So I'm just gonna guess. His pulse is rapid. Diagnosing. I'm probably wrong. And that's the story of my lifetimes up to the present moment. Why do you want all these details from me? A half hour's worth of talking was all both sides of the point. I thought you'd be interested in why the Steel Pants kept me, because I certainly find that interesting. I didn't even say amazing. I'm interested too. Your blood may save about 400 people by tomorrow, but only if I can correct your other illness. You're sure you're not overstating my importance, Doc? Not, I'd rather you not. Right. Alright, let me ask you this. Then what time of day do you feel worse than usual? All the time. I used to be as hardy as a bull wrangler, but now I have trouble even standing up for long. I get drowsy. My knees give out. It's embarrassing. I feel like I'm failing everyone. Have you been easily fatigued like this for a long time? I don't take a great interest in my own person, Doctor. Got enough people to spend my attention on as is, but I have trouble doing my job because of this. It's a rugged man's job. Right, Osmond's corked the terminal shut, and you've been guarding it for, is it 6 days since Tuesday? This is the third time you're asking. May I ask why you distrust me so? You said the Terminator has been shut down in order to shield its residents from infection. Does that mean they knew there would be an epidemic? Who knows? At first they said there'd be a blowout of some kind of sweet soot. It settled on the walls later. It looked like mold. While the kin was worried, they're like bees in how they respond to things. Soon as one makes a noise, the rest are unquiet as well. There was a mighty buzz in the hives, perhaps on account of the poisonous soot. Conditions are tough at the cannery, you know? What are the people in there saying? They're shouting, lots of clamor, a nasty kind of clamor too. It's what you expect. They're not having a great time, stuck in there like pickles in a jar. No regular meals, not enough drink to go around either. The place is, after all, a poorhouse. Our fat man treats his people like cattle. Getting through the day is a struggle. Small wonder they're slamming into walls as if it was up to me. If it was up to you, then what? You can't lock up a living creature against its will. It's how you turn people into proper beasts. But try so much as hinting at that to our Osminsky? Yes, man. They're dead drunk on power. It used to be alright working with them, but now I can't stand those guardsmen. I'm going to examine you. And since you're so with my work as a security guard, here's my advice to you, Doctor. You're being too heavy-handed. This lockdown of yours is making people seethe. And a cauldron can only seethe for so long before the lid flies off, even if you screw it down. Well, since I'm not a great big stack of shiny coin, not everyone is going to like me. I should... We're in the middle of an epidemic. The quarantine is a necessary measure. Strange redness. A rash bites something else. There are red spots on his face, too. Ooh. So it could be a rash or it could be insect bites. Either or. He's having weakness. His pulse is slower. His arms don't really have anything. I think that's just how the nails look on these guys. Nothing. The question is, how old is the damage? Ooh, he has damaged veins. Ooh. Damaged veins. also just be lesions. If he has it on his face, lip lesions. I don't know what this is. What will it show me? Oh, vein damage right there. And it's a slow pulse. So let's talk to you some more, my guy. Let me go, will you, doctor? I just understand all this commotion about what makes me so special. Besides, I've got work to do. Work, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to forget about your work. You must remain at the hospital. I used to guard lock up people, and now I've been locked up myself. That's life for you, isn't it? That's kind of joke life plays. That's not the same. Frankly, I don't see the point of the Terminator lockdown. Desperation from the occupancy. Meanwhile, here you are to serve the common good through the vaccine. I was amusing to me. What do you want me to do? Do I need to get blood or maybe take a pill? The weakness you reported accompanies too many different ailments. I must clarify on the rest of your symptoms. I told you and you still want more? Ask away. The veins in your leg don't look very healthy. Have you ever noticed that before? My legs? They're that way from all the time I spend standing up. It's my job as a security guard. 16 hours of standing every day, and Alcomsky won't spare a stool for us to sit down. Says it's not the proper way. Bad for discipline. Working as a guard can plus one. You're quite lost in stock, Doc. Am I really that complicated? Can't wrap my head around little old me being at the center of this brouhaha. This is a syndrome that fits this description, but it's most likely affects drones. So I'd like to ask you, good sir, do you consume alcohol? Do you do it on a regular basis? And what quantities? A quantity is best described as God forbid. In my line of work, you must be alert. So my basis hasn't been regular since last year. Quite the contrary, I've been abstaining. Can't stand a drink on my stay. Are you being honest with me? This is a crucial question, not one to evade. I'm telling you, it's not regular. I don't have the habit, period. No, I can't in good conscience put my stamp on a diagnosis. I don't have enough information, not without home inspection or neighbors' testimonies. I'm going to your house, sir. My house? Why on earth, Doc? I can't understand talking to me, feeling me up from head to toe, collecting my load, but searching my home like I'm some damn. What did I do? You're not at fault at all. If anyone's to blame here, it's me for not spotting enough symptoms for a definite diagnosis. Please understand, in order to create a vaccine that can save several hundred people, I must establish what you're suffering from besides the sandpest. Well, not at all what I expect from a man of medicine going off to break into man. Imagine that. Don't worry, I won't touch anything. I just need to take a look around. Skinners. It's all the way over there. Where am I? Here. I have to go to Skinner's. It's all the way over there. Okay, cool. Hey guys, be aggressive. Be aggressive on our treating of the symptoms. Yes, sir. Need to go. We need to go. Hey, this is what I mean by there might be slight nudity. Woman with boobies. See, boobies. Booby ladies! Ba-da-da. Oh, ba-da-ba-da-ba. He wishes you many years of life, Erdem. Really? To me, it sounded like he was asking a question. He asked, could it be what that is? If your kindness were weighed against your wisdom, the wisdom could outweigh it. That's his question, more or less. Tell him not to worry. Wisdom would be heavier one for certain. Where are the bulls from yesterday? I can't read what she says. The herb bride. The bulls were stolen, Artem. Got a bit of I don't know. Or maybe your bulls perish. Even Mother Boda knows where. Look on return if they're not here. Alrighty, guys. Map. Alrighty, we have to get all the way over there. Oh. Right, arches with clocks.
Tired of this noise.
Oh my goodness. You plot a route, select a marker where you want to go. Oh! Require they cannot be traversed using the map. You'll have to find an artifact that is unlocked.
Life blooms only while love breathes. Love is vital.
Wait,
how can I make you see?
Listen to me, Bachelor, please. Just set our differences aside. They're accusing me of being a sand plague itself. Once I learned that you woke up on the eve of the epidemic in an empty grave with no memory, you seem a perfect candidate for patient zero. Don't you laugh at you know I'm helping you. We're in this together, working towards one goal. We're just different, so we do it our own way, however we can. You deal in prayer and mesmerism. What other medieval remedies do you have? Kelena, go kidney. While we're at it, how are you spreading it? That wasn't me, not me by my double. My twin sister, I didn't know I told you. And the half-orcs of yours too. He didn't believe me for some reason, even though he did see us two together. It's from the other way. I feel where the infection will erupt next, and I go there to help. Please, you have to believe me. If she's ruining my twin sister, she must be here somewhere. Try looking around. You might be able to catch her. Will you believe me then? Those poor devils are looters. They just keep on coming today. There was rumor that an out of town still alive. It's 9:45. Yeah, I'm trying to find a save point. Until suddenly he wasn't here anymore. Can't shoot the sand pest, you know, but everyone fancies a firearm these days, so they're flocking to his moral remnants like moths to a flame. Did you find him? So townspeople are arming themselves. Yes, they're preparing the foot by the looks of it. Getting worse. We're managing for now. Those moths had a little ammo on them and some pilfered odds and ends. One fool had stuffed his knapsack full of tin spoons, probably never seen in real silver in his life. Everything of value has been sent to the town hall. We kept the ammo. Will do. Dismiss for now. I know, I'm going to get off eventually. Play contains. Hold to charge the prototype really fast. What? Allows you to visit another day and alter fire through 6 and breaking mirrors. Okay. I need to leave. What the frick? Bruh. Am I already gonna die? If it helps, I can take their time for myself. There must be a bencher. Yikes. Even, well, I'm here if you want to hang out. Okay. Fleeting moments collect the dying person's time. I just killed somebody. Cool. Not on purpose. Oh my goodness. Crazy murderer over here. I'm not trying to murder people. Well, they died in agony. I totally didn't just kill a bunch of people. Totally, we're fine. Crazy murder over here.
Drilling my temples.
I tried to make it where he didn't suffer. Okay, I tried. I didn't succeed. Did you take a clip? You're like, yes, we must let her suffer more. I didn't do it on purpose! Okay, let's get to the house, and then after that I'm gonna see if I can exit the game and it saves. Or I'm gonna see if there's like a save point in there. See, you're supposed to be able to just like... Look. To assist a little needs to do. I see. Where do you go in here? Nothing in here. Okay. Look at it in a second. Oh, it did save. Cool. let's go upstairs right quick.
Don't want to hear this.
No, the clocks used to be... Okay, the clocks used to be where you would, like, save. So we're not gonna deal with that right now. We're gonna exit the game. Playing games with probably people Wednesday and Thursday. If not, I'll be playing Pathologic 3. Yes, yes, yes. So bye-bye, guys. I am tired. I do need some more sleep. I didn't sleep very well. Bye. Oh, wait. I probably should. My one friend. Everybody, if you join in, you get more points. So if you're wanting those points, join in. If you don't want points, I understand. But you can't do as many of the redeems without the points. So.